Two top-ranked 5A and 6A teams clash in the jungle as these gladiators go toe-to-toe on opening night. Brighton looking to defend its home turf with a youthful group and a veteran in tight end Slade Taylor who's dangerous with the ball in his hands. Challenging the Cats, a talented Davis group with a loaded roster featuring two 900-yard receivers in Tyson Baggett and Bodie Sparrow, along with quarterback Braden Bessinger, one of the best in the state at firing darts. It's the 132nd season of high school football in Utah, and it kicks off tonight, only on Thursday Night Lights. And good evening and welcome in. A little bit of a blustery night for August, but we don't mind because it's football. Football is back, and we are excited to bring you the first game, really, in the entire country tonight as Brighton will be hosting Davis, two of the top 5 teams in 5A and 6A. Dave Fox along with Alema Harrington. Frank Dolce will join us on the sideline. We're back. Ready to do this? You ready to go again?
I love football season.
So exciting, and I love these two teams and the star power they bring. Let's start with the Davis Darts. Braden Bessinger, their big quarterback. He's already a basketball state champion, and he returns to lead the way for the Darts.
Yeah, this is a very good Davis Darts team in there, led by Bessinger. Bessinger had a fantastic junior season, over 3,000 yards passing, 40-plus touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. I mean, this guy takes good care of the football. Great leader, and he's, as you mentioned, got some great targets out there. Yeah. His weapons on offense are everywhere you look. There's somebody.
On the other side of the ball for Brighton, Rice Powell actually started last year. Then he got injured, and they went through a number of quarterbacks. But he's got some stats. He's got some yards.
Indeed,
he's ready
he does,
to go.
And he was just a sophomore last year. Young player who earned that starting position, then, of course, gets injured, and after 6 games, he's out. But he's coming back. His offseason has been fantastic. So we talked to Coach Cetera. He's, put a lot of weight on. He's strong, and he's physical, and he's a smarter quarterback. Last year, 10 interceptions, just 11 touchdowns. This year, I think you can expect that to change a little bit as his leadership demonstrates itself on the field.
All right, let's get it going. This is game 1 of 29 for us, and it's coming your way right now on KJazz TV, KMYU, and streaming all over the place. America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Strong Auto, Robert DeBry, and U of U Marketing.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh?
Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Your whole life, you woke up before the sun, worked hard, so your family could have the things they want. Everything was going great, until one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work, bills are piling up, and you're worried about your family. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
It's a trade buyout. Thousands over book value at Strong Volkswagen. We want to buy your car today, even if you don't buy from us. Thousands over current book value, or trade and make no payments for 90 days. Anniversary event pricing on acres of new Volkswagen. Even the all-new redesigned Tiguan in stock now. Plus $750 in loyalty bonus, and you get a lifetime warranty, no charge.
Since 1955, and I was only 20 years old.
Strong Volkswagen. StrongVW.com.
Let's go take some turns. A common phrase at a university at the foot of some of the best snow-covered mountains in the world. Another common phrase on the University of Utah campus, unsurpassed societal impact. Sure, it's lofty, but it motivates the care in our hospitals, the research in our labs across campus, and the real-world applications of our breakthroughs. Innovation and impact. It's what you get from a university that is always looking up.
It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
And welcome back into the jungle. Brighton taking on Davis to kick off the 2025 high school football season. Gotta absolutely love this. Davis, by the way, comes in leading the state in total wins in the history of football, 633. How about that? We had Davis in the opener last year when they played at Lehigh. Ended up losing that game, but then rattled off 8 wins. So they're a pretty good team. For Brighton, they come in after an 11-2 season, lost to the eventual state champions Bountiful in the 5A semifinals. But this is a team that's got a little bit of experience mixed in with a handful of newcomers. Lemmy, you remember Slade Taylor, number 88. He really shined in the game that we did last year against Alta. And they're always very competitive. Casey Soterra's done a great job here, and Scott Perry's done a great job as well with Davis. So an exciting night. Ready to get things going. Always love that we do the first game of the year on a Thursday night. And we'll get things going here quickly. We had a little microburst rumble through here about an hour ago. I mean, it was blowing stuff everywhere, but the weather actually looks really good. Yeah, it looks good right now. Lemma was hunkering down in the Mac Shack. Not moving at all.
That's what the Mac Shack is here for. Not just so I can suit up guys and measure them up and say, okay, you're a 42 regular, but it's also so I can be protected from the elements.
Of
Unlike
course.
Frankie,
by
the way, who had a great offseason, put on about 20 pounds of muscle. He looks fantastic. We'll get a camera on him here shortly. But I'll tell you what, I had to hunker down in the Mac Shack, and now the weather is kind of clearing up. It's looking good.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by America First Credit Union. What do you got, Alema?
Well, if you're talking about Davis right now, they come into it with a lot of a hype surrounding the program. You have one chance to make a first impression, and this is it right here. Go out and show what you can do. They're the highest-ranked team that is not part of Region 3. And Brighton, defense is your calling card. They only have 5 guys returning on the defensive side of the ball. But if you know the Soterras, I'm talking about Casey, the head coach, former defensive coordinator at Corner Canyon, and his brother Frankie, who runs the defense for Brighton, then you know that defense is their calling card. That is where they make their money, and they're going to have to play some good defense here tonight.
Well, they were about ready to kick off, and then they just switched ends of the field. So apparently they had them lined up.
Hey, first game for everybody.
Yeah, on the wrong side. And wait a minute, are they going to move them again? The officials are talking about it now. Officials, referee is Chris Swank, Mike Minear, A.J. Horton, Steve Olney, and Sean Snow, our crew tonight. And Scott Perry is out on the field asking them, what are we doing, guys? And now they're going to switch. No, they're going to leave it. Okay, so we are good to go. No, we're not good to go. They're moving again. You know what? Just put the ball down on the 50 and let them start.
It makes sense to me, and Frank can chime in on this as a former quarterback, because there have been gusts of wind, and it's been, for the most part, and it's hard on this stadium to say which way it's going. It's not a north to south setup necessarily. You got more of a east to west, and the wind has been going east to west. At least it has been earlier in the evening. And if you're the quarterback, I think you want to throw into the wind. So if you're Davis, I mean, that's a better situation to be thrown into the wind and going to that end zone.
And we are underway, and this is going to be a Victor's Tires touchback to start things off for us tonight as the kick sails into the end zone. So out will come the offense for the Davis Starts, led by quarterback Traden Bessinger, the 6'5", 210-pound senior. Let's take a look at our players to watch, and beginning with the offense. There you go, Alema.
Well, we talked about Bessinger. Of course, he's a Boise State commit, and he is a fantastic quarterback, great numbers. We talked about him in the top of the program. Tyson Baggett, fantastic receiver, 900 yards. Bodie Sparrow, same thing. And Bodie Sparrow, by the way, will be playing on both sides of the ball in this game.
So here we go on first down, and Bessinger in the backfield. And on the first play of the game, he's going to come out and throw a quick screen, get it out in the flat, and picking up about close to a first down before a ferocious hit at the end of that run.
Itaiah Howe is one of that great receivers that comes back from last year, had a fantastic season. Another guy that will play on both sides of the ball, and he will deliver hits as much as he'll take hits on the offensive side.
Itaiah Howe, a 6 foot, 195 pounder, 968 yards last year of offense, and that pass caught out in the flat, and that is a first down for the Darts as they're moving the football. And of course, Tyson Baggett, one of the two 900-yard receivers returning from last season, comes up with that reception, and it is a strong auto first down.
No huddle, quick pace for the Darts.
Scott Perry, the head coach and the offensive coordinator, as he sends the play in to Bessinger, and here we go. Showing some pressure. Bessinger gets rid of it. Caught first down and more yardage. And working his way all the way downfield beyond midfield. In fact, Isaac Morrison with a good pickup. And
great job that time by Bessinger. He sees the pressure and goes where the linebackers vacate the middle of the field.
22 yards on the pickup. Darts just moving right down the field. Bessinger has completed all three of his passes. Screen to Baggett. And Baggett gets a couple before he is wrapped up and brought down by Cole Heemeyer. They call him Swole Heemeyer. You'll find out when we play one of his player cards a little bit later on.
Pace slowing down just a little bit. They'll huddle up here now. They were going fast and furious there to start off this game. This time they'll break the huddle. 3 receivers left side.
Second down and about 8. Play clock not working in this game, so they're relying on the officials to help them with that. Another screen pass, and Perry is just picking them apart. Let's take a look at our players to watch for the Brighton defense. 11 will go each level. The linebackers, and the secondary. Jackson Nettleton, the 6'1", 220-pound senior on the line. William Little among the quality linebackers on this team. There they are right there.
Dax Matheson at that safety position. And that secondary will be challenged against a quarterback like Bessinger.
Yeah, and Matheson, 11 last year, had 5 interceptions. A little trouble, but Bessinger able to get rid of it, and Baggett's got it, reaches ahead, and he's got another strong auto first down.
Fantastic sidearm delivery that time by Trayden Bessinger. Felt the pressure and got the ball down kind of by his hip as he released it. Watch it right here. He almost throws that underneath the defender, and then a little good run after the catch by Baggett.
Set Bessinger 6 for 6, 49 yards so far on this drive.
Picked up where he left off last year.
Bessinger's pass going downfield and just a little bit too tall for Tyson Baggett.
Nice job by the safety, Dex Matheson, just staying home. Floated back there, making sure that that wasn't going to be a big play for the Darts.
Frank Dolce also with us on the broadcast this year, and I mentioned Swole Heemeyer. How about Swole Dolce? He's really...
I'll tell you, Dolce's picked up about 20 good, solid pounds.
I don't know if it's 20 good pounds, but he's definitely picked it up. Right, Frank? They said his mic's working, but I don't hear him, so maybe it's not. Apparently it's not working.
We'll get that figured out.
Second down, 10. Pressure again. Bessinger drops it off. You know, 11, I'm not entirely sure that was the intended target. There were 2 in the area, but it worked nonetheless for a pickup of a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Cole Heemeyer was able to get there and bring him down. Otherwise, Baggett's the kind of guy that can turn that kind of short play into a touchdown.
3rd down and 8, first drive of the 2025 football season. And Trayden Bessinger moving his Davis darts right down the field. And here we go. Bessinger looking screen, dumps it off inside. This time Bodie Sparrow. And another first down for the Darts as they continue to work their way down the field. And excuse me, that was Isaac Morrison on the reception there. So he's now got a couple receptions, and they'll go quickly to the line.
Yeah, just 46 yards receiving last year, but now getting a little more usage.
Bessinger again looking to get the screen outside. They have just been picking this apart and making a couple of moves. Mikael Bird all the way down inside the University of Utah red zone.
Great job. Yards after catch. Does a little pass by with the defender.
So the Darts have just been a machine on this drive. Everything has worked to perfection.
Not a single run play to this point. Will they run it here?
And we got some movement, some encroachment, it looks like. At least that's what Bessinger thought. Here's the call. Offside indeed, so be a little bit closer. This could put the ball down at the 1. And Lemons, you said they haven't run the ball the entire drive, but this might be just the place to do it.
Yeah, and Bessinger can, run it on a keeper. He's got a great offensive line. Bingham, Smith, Hassan, Nixon, Plyer up front. You guys are big. Tackles are 270 and 295.
So Itahau in the backfield with Bessinger. Bessinger is going to throw. Screen. Itahau's got it. And into the end zone. The first touchdown of the season scored by the Darts.
What a drive for the Darts to start off the season. And again, Bessinger picking up where he left off. We talked about all the weapons that he has, and he used just about every one of them. Baggett with the reception, Sparrow, Itahau, Morrison, Bird, everybody getting a chance to touch the ball that time. Itahau was able to get a nice move and then smells pay dirt, and he touches the end zone.
Point after on the way, Luke Jolly, and that is good. So just the kind of drive Scott Perry wants to see out of his team as they march right down the field and score to take a 7-0 lead. Opening night of high school football here in the state of Utah. And a number of good performances on that drive. Tyson Beggett, a couple of receptions. Bodie Sparrow, Isaac Morrison. He used a lot of people, 5 different receivers on that drive, I believe, yeah.
When you're the oldest personal injury firm in Utah, you get to know a few faces.
So tell me what happened.
You just came in and sideswiped me, bro.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
And it hurts worse than that time that I was dropped. Tailgate. Who would have thought?
I guess you can say we've seen everything. And I mean everything.
Juliet would never use these.
Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience needed to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Looking for the perfect suit for that special occasion? At Mr. Mac, we have the best selection of suits for weddings, missions, and more. From boys' suits to men's formal wear, we've got you covered. Complete your look with our great accessories, including shirts, ties, shoes, and belts. And with free alterations, you'll always get the perfect fit. Come into one of our 9 convenient locations today or MrMac.com. Mr. Mac, locally owned and operated for nearly 60 years, making you look your best.
We are back. Davis just went 79 yards and finished off the drive with a touchdown. And yes, Alema, they passed.
How did they go 79 yards, Foxy? Explain this to me. It was a touchback. Ball starts at the 20, and it's a 79-yard touchdown drive?
It was 80 yards. I don't know why it says 79 there. Tyson, why does it say 79 right there? Huh? Oh, there's a penalty yard, Alema. So watch it. Tyson knows what he's doing.
Doesn't the penalty yard, if you're talking about the penalty that was at the goal line, which was half the distance from the 3-yard line to the 1.5-yard line.
Okay, this one's really going to make you mad.
I don't claim to be a statistician, so I'm not going to worry about it. I trust Tyson. Whatever he said is correct.
Well, guess what else? Every play wasn't a pass. Because as Tyson pointed out,
there was a bubble screen.
The touchdown was a screen behind, and so it was technically a run.
All right. I see how it's going to be.
Yep. You know what? He's marking his territory on day one, drive one, and he's teaching us we do not mess with the great one. Tyson Ewing, Miley Anger back doing stats for us this year and already keeping us on our toes. So we saw what the Darts were able to do. And now Brighton will get their shot. Keisel Hartel back to receive the kick. And that goes, that is returnable. Looking right into the sun. So here comes Hartel, and he gets up just past the 20-yard line.
Looking forward to seeing Rice Palapoy back on the field after that injury last year. As you take another look at this return, trying to get around the edge and just could not get to the corner. But good starting field position, about the 21-yard line for the Brighton Bengals in this offense, led by Rice Palapoy. Just a junior, last year started as a sophomore, and then 6 games in or somewhere around there, broken collarbone, now makes his return.
And here he goes, and on the first play of the game, Judah Valley gets his first carry. He's just a sophomore, didn't have any carries last year in their statistics, so they'll be relying on him out of the backfield along with Staten Gutierrez. But they have a number of quality receivers as well.
And Judah just 5'8". He's a small running back, and sometimes guys like that, they can get lost. Defense will lose them with the big offensive line, and they're able to squirt through little seams.
Second down, he gets another carry. Boy, that's exactly what he did, the way you described it, just squirting through every little nook and cranny that he could on that line. Let's take a look at our players to watch for the Brighton offense, and of course, it is led by Royce. That's actually the Brighton defense, so we'll get that adjusted when we check in on that in a moment. Rice now looking to the sideline. Offensive coordinator.
Again, no
Caden
play
Meacham.
clock.
Nope. Well, there is one, but it's in the ref's
the
head.
Officials will let the quarterback know.
Something happened to it, and they weren't able to get it fixed. And again, this time they go off the right side, picking up a couple, and it looks like this is going to be close.
That time, great penetration. That's Bridger Young, the sophomore.
It's 4th down. Alema 4th and 1. And so with Brighton back at their own 30, Casey Soteras is just going to punt it away. And early in the game, probably the right move.
I would agree with you. You don't take chances down there and, deep in your own field and try to flip the field here.
Kick is away. Isaac Morrison calls for the fair catch. So the dangerous Davis Darts get the football right back in pretty good field position after the 35-yard kick and no return. $7-0 lead for Davis on American First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
This summer, we'll be Leffenhauer London at America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. That's not all. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. So start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply in America First today.
It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
Hey, America First Credit Union is proud to support Utah's high school athletics and student athletes. To learn more or to become a member, visit americafirst.com today. Bessinger, 9 of 10 for 77 yards on his first drive. Let's see what Traden comes up with on his second drive with the Darts already leading 7-0. And he comes out throwing again. And good yardage again to Bodie Sparrow. Going to be about 2 yards shy of the first.
Great delivery that time from Bessinger. He's got such a quick release. 6'5", just a cannon for an arm. Boise State is fortunate to be able to have this guy coming into their program.
Yeah, they got another Utah kid up there right now, and Maddox Madsen, who's done very well for them. And another first down, and again Sparrow. So
remember, Zach Wilson originally had committed to Boise State.
Yes, he did. Never played there.
Never played, and ended up, of course, decommitting and then going to BYU. But Boise State, they do a lot of recruiting out of the state of Utah. They're no dummies.
Yeah, they've done quite well with that, and they're going to be very happy with Bessinger. And he has plenty of time to learn with Madsen still having a couple of years up there to go. Going off that left side. And there's the first really true running play, right? I mean, that isn't a screen or anything.
Yeah, but, you know, as a former running back, that was a running play.
Yeah.
Now,
right.
a little bubble screen and that kind of thing, and you catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage, all of those things can be considered runs, but that was the first true running play of the game.
Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com.
Well, I got some great stories to tell you in the offseason and me and America First and some of the things that they were able to help me out with. I'll share that with our audience as the season progresses.
Bessinger going downfield. Caught! 15-yard line and a touchdown for Isaac Morrison. 48 yards. My goodness.
They're hesitant to go to the end zone here. There's a sideline warning. Will not affect the play or the touchdown. Great reception by Isaac Morrison, but give Bessinger and that offensive line credit. Sat back there in the pocket and delivered a strike.
So another point after coming for Luke Jolly, and Davis really has looked good in their first two drives. And that point after looks like it just snuck through. And it's 14-0. So a 4-play drive, 65 yards, the bulk of that on that 48-yard pass to Morrison. Took just a minute 39 off the clock, and there we sit at 14-0.
You know, the beauty of what Davis is bringing back on the offensive side of the ball, you got guys that, you know, are returning for their senior campaign, speaking specifically about Traden Bessinger. And Bodie Sparrow's just a junior. Last year as a sophomore, over 900 yards receiving. And he'll also play on the defensive side of the ball. Fantastic player. Isaac Morrison with the touchdown. Let's take a look at the scoring summary. It's brought to you by Weber State University. 4 plays, 65 yards. A minute 39 coming off the clock. 48 yards in total.
There's our scoring summary presented by RGS Exteriors.
Well, our friends at RGS, one of our new sponsors, and shout out to them as they jump on board with us. We've all known Tim Brown Jr. for a long time. RGS, 5 generations of the family that running that business. And if you're looking for something in your exterior or your gutters, check out RGS.
Saw them at your golf tournament.
Yes, they came and they played in the golf tournament, as you did you, Foxy. Yes. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, it was fun. We didn't do all that well, but it was fun. All right, here we go. Kick is away, and Brighton really needs to get something going now as they're already down 14-0. And that return by Kaiser Hartel, he really had nowhere to go. Well defended by the special teams of the Darts. Look at this.
I'll tell you right now, Davis is looking, and I said this at the top, right? The keys to the game, if you're Davis, you get one chance to make a first impression, and they are making an impression in this game. In this first quarter, offense, defense, special teams, all looking like they're in midseason 4.
By the way, don't forget our post-game trophy. It's presented by McGee's Awards and Engravings. It's time to be recognized. Winner will get one of those. Right now, it's first down for Brighton. They had a 3-and-out in their last possession. And now Palapoy to throw. Hit as he threw. Dangerous pass and an opportunity for an interception, but it falls incomplete, and he got leveled. Hey, you already know RC Willey has everything for your home, but you may not know they also have gaming systems. 11 knows all about this. PS5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and even Arcade 1-Up. Check it out at RC Willey.
Man, summertime, the gaming has been going on in my house.
I'll bet.
We had 2 weeks off from basketball.
I was going to say, you're never home. You're out traveling the country playing basketball with the boys.
But they love the Xbox, and if you need the, whether it's a console or games, you got to go see RC Willey.
A couple of yards on the ground there for Judah Valley. Brighton really does not want another 3-and-out.
They've got to get something going here offensively.
Little jump pass. And very close to a first down. Might have it. It is a first down. Oh, they needed that. Moving the chains.
That was a screen well set up. The rush came, and Palapoy was able to just kind of lift that little jump pass, as you mentioned, able to get that to Gutierrez, and he breaks 1 or 2 tackles and able to pick up the first down, move the chains, is exactly what the Bengals need.
Staten Gutierrez is a senior. And they're going to keep feeding him. A couple yards off that right side. And there's some experience on that defensive line for Davis as well.
By the way, we've been calling Gutierrez, I believe that's Judah Valley that's been running the ball.
Yeah, we have 2 number 10s listed, and we're working on fixing that now. Sometimes early in the season you get, rosters with multiple numbers, and we'll get that sorted out because we don't want the families of either one of them.
But they're both listed at number 10.
Yeah.
They're both listed in the backfield.
Exactly. Once again, off the right side, and they're going to be content to try to keep running this, but now you're looking at a 3rd and about 6.
Nice job that time on the edge. That was Johnny Parker. Parker, who played as a sophomore last year at the rover position. He moves up, puts his hand in the dirt now.
We're happy to have Robert J. DeBry back with us. Robert DeBry, Utah's original personal injury attorney. We may call upon the Robert J. DeBry, you make the call. Palapoy in trouble.
Ball's
Lost
out.
the ball, and I think Davis has it.
And I think Brighton recovered.
So do we have a Robert J. DeBry? You make the call already? No?
No, I think
Apparently
it's
I was
plain
right.
and simple. The guy that fell on the ball was Noah Matheson. Pocket breaks down, and Palapoy trying to make something happen here.
Oh, look, you're right. They did. I mean, I thought Davis had that.
Yeah.
But either way, they're getting it now.
Davis Perry, by the way, was the one that knocked the ball loose.
So another punting situation, and Isaac Morrison. Another fair catch. So 34-yard line.
That punt got up in the Gulf Stream and they got some legs.
36-yard kick. So just to clear things up in the backfield for Brighton, Judah Valley is number 10.
Yeah.
And Staten Gutierrez is number 6. That is the numbers they will be wearing tonight. But right now, it's all about number 4. And Trayden Bessinger has had his way in this game, and he's got a lot of weapons. And here comes another one, all the way down across midfield. And another huge pickup for Mikael Bird before he is brought down. And Bessinger just having a night. He's got nearly 140 yards passing already. That was a 16-yard pickup right there.
Have to get a time of possession once this quarter is done from Tyson, but it's been dominated by the Darts.
Absolutely. Well, Brighton hasn't crossed midfield. Another pass downfield and another wide open touchdown. Bodie Sparrow, 50 yards. Oh, my goodness.
A little breakdown that time in the secondary. I don't know how Sparrow got behind the safety, but he was a couple of strides behind the safety and wide open.
My goodness, this is unbelievable. Two of the top teams in 5A and 6A, and Brighton just really struggling to find their way.
Well, I think, as you look at the matchups, and so often it comes down to that. It's the secondary for Brighton that you knew would end up getting challenged in this game. And going up against a quarterback like Bessinger, I'll tell you, you better bring your A game when you're going up against him.
University of Utah, one of our sponsors here on Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals. Get an education as inspiring as the mountains around us at the University of Utah. So Trayden Bessinger, Alema, how about this? 13 of 14.
Yeah.
One incomplete pass, 189 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, if they got, he could be knocking on a 200-yard quarter if there were a little more time left.
He connects with Sparrow, and Sparrow is a fantastic athlete. I keep mentioning he's going to play on both sides of the ball. But this is a guy, he's got offers already after a sophomore season where he was a standout. Going into his junior year, he's got offers from Arizona, Oklahoma State, Cal, Washington, Tennessee. I mean, it's fantastic what he was able to capitalize with a great season last year. The recruiting on him has been hot.
So 2 plays, 66 yards in 17 seconds. They're making short work of this. And now we talk about Brighton really needs something. They really do need something to get going their way as Hartle again on the return. This time gets up at least to the 20-yard line. And we'll see if this offense can get going.
Got to take it one step at a time. Right now, Brighton's got to get on the other side of the field. They haven't been able to get out of their own territory at this point. Give credit to that defense for Davis.
All right, here we go. Rice Palapoi firing downfield into some traffic. There were 4 jerseys down there. Frank, are you with us?
Rumor has it.
Oh, my gosh, there he is. He's out of retirement.
Rumor has it. Can we just delay this till I was kind of enjoying
No, you're here.
watching the football game.
You're here,
I feel
buddy.
like I have to get to work.
Don't worry, we won't pay you for the first quarter.
Wait, I get paid for this?
Oh, man. 2nd down, 10 now. And Palapoi again trying to get something going. He throws a little high, trying to hit Mason Linton. And now,
he had 3 levels, and he decided to go for Linton. He had a receiver open deep. He had a receiver open underneath.
And now guys are in danger of a 3rd time, 2 3 and outs, of not getting across the even midfield. Hey, Victor's Tires for all your tire needs. Trust Victor's now with new locations in Ogden and Roy. And make sure you're hungry when you go, because they have an authentic kitchen that is delicious while you're getting your tires worked on at Victor's Tires. 3rd down, 10. Palapoi. And down he goes. Palapoi sacked, just had no room as Caden Montgomery, the senior defensive lineman. Seven-yard loss on the sack. And we're not even through the first quarter, and Davis is going to get the ball back, leading 21-0. Kick is away.
Yeah, it's completely dead.
And once again, this time, Morrison gets a return after a couple of fair catches, but it's well read. And it'll be spotted at the 42-yard line. Escape into the FanX Multiverse. That's right, this September 25th, 27th, you can meet over 100 celebrities, shop fandom merchandise and art, attend panels. Don't miss out on the biggest event yet. FanX coming up. 53-yard kick. 2-yard return. 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see what the offense of this Davis team and Trayden Bessinger has for us. They're going to keep it on the ground as Bessinger gives off to Bird and gets a couple. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter. But it has been all Davis. Trayden Bessinger, 189 yards passing, completed 13 of his 14 attempts and a couple of touchdowns. And the Darts take a 21-0 lead as we head to the second quarter here on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
As long as elephants still fly and heroes assemble, as long as the night shines bright with joy and hugs warm our hearts, as long as we have each other, anything is possible.
We're both princesses.
The moment we enter our happy place, join us for the 70th celebration at the happiest place on earth.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
Hey, R.C. Willey would like to recognize a standout member of the Brighton community. Here to receive the R.C. Willey Extra Mile Award is Taylor Ekstrom. I think we have some video of him somewhere here. Taylor has been an incredible leader over the past 3 years as the cheer coach. And R.C. Willey's given Taylor a Bedgear Aspen Performance pillows so he can get a great night's sleep and wake up energized. R.C. Willey, your home, your way. Bessinger's first time we've seen him in trouble the entire game, and fires downfield as he got a little pressure there. Not used to seeing him having to spin out of danger, but no harm, no done as he got rid of it. Second down, 10. Bessinger again. And another completion. Bodie Sparrow. State champion basketball teammates connecting on the football field. So now Bessinger only has 2 incomplete passes, and one of them, of course, he had to just throw away. But 14 of 16. The next yard he gains puts him over 200. And Sparrow, for his part, he already has 4 receptions for 74 yards and 1 of those touchdowns. This team's going to be a problem for a lot of teams in Utah this year. Bessinger again. And throwing downfield, hit hard as Sparrow again. Excuse me, that's Morrison. But, man, he got pelted. We might get another look at this. Take a look at the hit he takes. Right there. 19 yards on the pickup. So 1st and 10 as they continue to move down the field. Bessinger, this time he's going to take off. Doesn't run a lot. And only gets a couple of yards. Had nowhere to go with it. Trayden Bessinger headed to Boise State. 3,670 yards passing last year and a 65% completion percentage. 42 touchdowns. And Alema mentioned in our opening, he only had 5 interceptions. Second down, 7. Bessinger again. Oh, he wants to go downfield. Does. That's caught by Sparrow again. He tipped it to himself. And now Bodie Sparrow really starting to light things up. 231 yards now passing for Trayden Bessinger. Still in the first half. And you take a look as he delivers that pass, and Sparrow, the presence of mind, keep the ball alive. Sparrow himself 87 yards. Morrison just went over 100. So Bessinger's going to have a couple of 100 yards receiving or receivers here pretty quick if he gets a couple more to Sparrow. And that ball's tipped. And Morrison tried to get to it, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down 10. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com. Davis in the University of Utah red zone, knocking on the door again. Bessinger looking to the sideline. It's Scott Perry, the offensive coordinator, and we're ready to go. Traden firing to the end zone. Bodie Sparrow tried to jump up and get that no call, incomplete. And now 3rd down. Third and 10. Bessinger has put so much pressure on this Brighton secondary. Here he goes again as he fires close to the end zone. Do they give him the touchdown? Yes. And it's Jackson Itahau with the score, 27-0. Boy, what an unbelievable evening it has been for Davis. They have just been flawless, no mistakes, marching right down the field. Another point after from Luke Jolly is up and good, and it's 28-0 with still 9:40 to play. And not just the Davis offense, but the defense hasn't allowed Brighton to even get to midfield in this game. Bessinger's pass caught, and another touchdown for the Darts.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Utah State University student River McKay turned her passion for the outdoors into a career. Through the Outdoor Product Design and Development program, she learned how to create products to help explorers venture without limits. Today, she transforms her ideas into innovative apparel as a technical designer.
I'm an Aggie, and I connect people to the outdoors.
Hey, we mentioned before R.C. Willie recognizing a standout member of the Brighton community. That's Taylor Ekstrom. She has been the incredible leader and cheer coach for the past 3 years. Very talented. Also teaches English here. And you know, R.C. Willie says it always starts with getting a good night's sleep. So R.C. Willie giving Taylor that Bedgear Aspen Performance pillow. Frank's got it right there. Thank you, Taylor Ekstrom, for going the extra mile. R.C. Willie has top mattress brands to help you sleep like a baby. R.C. Willie, your home, your way. And it has been all Davis Darts in this game, leading 28-0. And Brighton has just not been able to get anything going with their offense. That's a Victor's Tires touchback. So the Bengals will bring the ball out here in the jungle, as they call it, to the 20-yard line. How about this total yards? Davis, 272. Brighton, 13. That's how one-sided this game has been. A little surprising. Both teams, last year, Brighton finished the season 11-2. But they're struggling right now. They lost to Bountiful in the state semifinals, the eventual state champions. Now trying to get something going on the ground. And a pretty decent push there as they pick up about 6. And Judah Valley carrying the ball for the Bengals. Davis's defense, the coordinator Cameron Pribble has done a really nice job. This team as a group last year had 18 interceptions. And they get to the ball in a hurry, led by a number of talented kids. Pass complete out in the flat. They pick up a couple of yards. Hey, if you're looking for a custom Letterman jacket, Coleman Knitting Mills has you covered since 1947. Build your own at ColemanKnitting.com. Good to have them aboard this year as one of our sponsors, and they'll be giving away a Letterman's jacket at each game that we do. Brighton has not gotten past their own 30-yard line in this game, and it's 3rd and 5 to get to the 30-yard line. Rice Palaboy. And his pass thrown a little behind Slade Taylor, and he can't hang on. So again, this Davis defense has just completely shut down the Bengals, and they're going to have to kick it away. It has been tough sledding for Brighton, and back to receive the punt, Jackson Itahau, who's one of the many skill players that's been very productive. Short kick, and he'll call everyone off. Takes good bounce, though, for Brighton, and will roll all the way down to the 35-yard line, where the Darts, already scoring on their first 4 possessions, get the football again after the 40-yard kick. And 8 minutes to play here in the first half, and Traden Bessinger's at nearly 250 yards passing. So first down for Traden Bessinger. Brighton showing a little pressure, and looks like they end up jumping, or are they going to get the Darts for some movement? Yeah, encroachment again. So give them 5 more yards.
That puts Darts on the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 5, Bessinger, and his little timing pass. He was trying to hit Sparrow, who was held up.
Second and 5 for Davis.
Second down 5. And whistles blow again. And we've had a couple of encroaching penalties on Brighton. We'll see which way this one goes.
False start on the Darts. That puts them back to the 35-yard line.
So they're going to back that up, and it's going to be second down and 10. Hey, Utah State University, the state's #1 student experience on campus. Bessinger in trouble. First sack of the game for the Bengals, and man, did they need that. Jackson Nettleton, it appears, got in there. Let's take a look. There he is. Wraps him up. Nettleton, the senior, had 39 tackles last year. And now you're going to be looking at a 3rd and about 20. Nine-yard loss, 3rd and 20. Bessinger firing. Sparrow's got it. And Sparrow gets out of a tackle, then loses the ball. And Brighton's got it. This is the first time they've crossed midfield, and they did it on a turnover. Just the turnover that they needed. Take another look. Boy, what a fortuitous bounce, too. And the Bengals needed something good to happen. And you saw Trey Harper run over there and fall on the football. Now, can they turn this into points? Still in the first half, they need to get something on this scoreboard. Hey, visit your local trusted, helpful auto expert, Master Auto Tech, for all of your auto repair needs. That's Master Auto Tech, one of our sponsors this year, on Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals. First down for Rice Palapoy. And Rice gives off. And Valley gets a couple. They've really been going heavy on the run in this game, but now they at least have the ball on the other side of the field, which they haven't been at all day long. Second down, 8. Palapoy looks to Caden Meacham, offensive coordinator. Palapoy looking left all the way, going downfield. Slade Taylor, jump ball. That kind of hung up there a little too long, and by the time it got there, Connor Brown was ready to break it up. So you take a look. Enough time just to get that hand in there and bring up a third down, 8. Only 2 receivers have caught passes for Brighton tonight. Taylor's got one, Valley's got the other. That's it. Palapoy just 2 of 7 for 10 yards. And looking again. Down he goes. Another sack for this Brighton defense, Johnny Parker. And Parker, the junior, a 49 tackle kid last year. Watch him get in there, just fights off the block of Marshall Huber and gets in there for the sack. So after coming up with that turnover, Brighton not able to do anything with it. 8-yard loss after that sack, and back to kick once again. And Itehouse standing it back inside his 10-yard line, awaiting the kick that is up, and that was almost blocked. It is short, and it's going to be returned, caught at the 30-yard line, and plenty of room. And the Darts getting points any way they can. "67 yards. And how about Cameron Mason? I mean, he was just the short man up to set up the block. And the ball lands right in his gut, and he takes off. Touchdown for that young man. Boy, he is loving that. Cameron Mason. I mean, he got that corner and saw nothing but daylight. And the point after, once again, is good. So 35-0. It has been all Davis. Not only their offense, I mean, all three phases of the game going their way.
You know you can trust Victor's tires. Getting ready to roll for your summer road trip? Trust Victor's to make sure your ride is safe and roadworthy. We'll top off your fluids and make sure you'll be cool on the road. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
Your whole life, you woke up before the sun, and worked hard, so your family could have the things they want. Everything was going great, until one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work, bills are piling up, and you're worried about your family. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
You know you can trust Victor's Tires. Of course you can trust Victor's for tires. And when you're ready for those new wheels, you'll find them at Victor's too. Whether it's tires or wheels, Victor's makes financing easy for everyone. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
Sugar House Furniture and Coleman Knitting Mills.
Trey Messenger, I'm a quarterback. I go to Davis High School, and I'm a 3 handicap.
Okay. So he plays golf, too. Gotta love that. Player cards brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see. A 3 handicap. So Davis has had 15 first down plays. Think about this. They have amassed 149 yards on just first down. 9.9 yards per first down play. That's our crack statistician, Tyson Ewing, and, of course, Miley Anger as well. So he does the stats and you write them down? No, they're great. And that's an astonishing number on first downs. And as a result, it's 35-0 on the scoreboard. I got to send out a quick apology right now to all of you watching our broadcast. The reason you haven't heard of Lemma or Frank is we're having issues with their audio, their microphones. We got a crew working on it, and hopefully we'll resolve that. In the meantime, you're stuck with just me, and that is another Victor's Tires. No, it's not a Victor's Tires touchback. I apologize. But anyway, we hope to get their mics fixed soon. Right now, Brighton is hoping to get their offense fixed because they have not been able to do a thing. 10 yards of passing for Rice Palapoy, 256 yards of passing for Traden Bessinger. Let's see what they can come up with now. So first down, 5 and some change left here in this first half. And see if Brighton can get something going. They'll start with a little screen pass, and it comes out low. And now the confidence levels just dipped pretty low. Mason Litton can't go down and get that as Palapoy's pass came up short. Which will bring up a 2nd down and 10. You never know what you're going to get on opening us. Tomorrow we have a game at West High School against Timpview, 2 of the top 5 teams in 5A, but we'll see how they come out and get it done. Palapoy's pass again to Linton. Complete, but not much of a pickup. Hey, be sure and check out RGS Exteriors. 5 generations of craftsmanship proven by over 1,200 4.9 star reviews. How about that? 21 Best of State awards, a 10-year warranty. RGS Exteriors is so good to have them as part of our Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals sponsorship family this year. We have a flag down, and we're trying to sort that one out. Referee's still trying to sort this one out. So holding call, going to back it up, and it goes from bad to worse for the Bengals. So that takes it all the way back to a 3rd and 20. They've got to get all the way up to the 30-yard line. Palpoy's going to try to do it. Firing downfield, and it's caught. And just like that, right back come the Bengals. And Oakley McKnight goes 90 yards. Oh, my goodness. Take a look at this pass. Right on the money. McKnight hauls it in. And on a 3rd and 20, they go 90 yards for the touchdown. And they needed something good to happen, and they got it. Hey, get the Strong Volkswagen, home of the lifetime warranty. Unlock stronger at strongvw.com. We were about to go for the point after here. And they ended up taking a timeout. So 4:45 to play in the half. And Brighton finally gets on the board. Hey, let's take a look at our Eye in the Sky, brought to you by Sunbelt for all of your equipment needs. Now, take a look at this. If you start to pull out, you'll see just how high this thing is. Take a look at this. Higher. Yeah. That's Boyd up there. Way up there. The Eye in the Sky, presented by Sunbelt. We appreciate Sunbelt for all our equipment needs. Now, it appears, let me take you back to what has happened. I think McKnight may have stepped out of bounds because there's no score on the scoreboard, and they've placed the ball at the 5-yard line. So that's exactly what happened. That was not a touchdown. So instead of a 90-yard touchdown, it's an 85-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. So let's take a look at Robert J. DeBry. You make the call. Watch closely as McKnight. I thought he had made it all the way to the end zone, and the initial call was a touchdown, but one of the other officials had it out of bounds. Now take a look. Here's the pass. And then McKnight is off to the races, and there's no one there. Just barely gets caught right at the end and just tiptoed. It looked like he was almost out of bounds at the 6. So that's where we're at now. And Palpoy gets the ball outside, and that play well read, and nowhere to go for Mason Linton. Completed the pass, but it's going to be 2nd and goal. My goodness. Okay. I think a lot of the fans in the stands in front of us are like, well, wait a minute, what happened? Did he score a touchdown? 2nd and goal. Ball is now at the 8-yard line. Palpoy with Judah Valley in the backfield with him. And Valley's got it, trying to get outside. This defensive line is so tough. Caden Montgomery, Will Smith, Johnny Parker, that line just brutal to run against. And now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Take a look at the penetration of this line. And just no room at all. You saw Montgomery right there. 3rd and goal. They're showing that touchdown again on the big screen. The fans can't believe it. But he did indeed step out. Palapoy going to the end zone, and it's caught. And this time, it is absolutely a touchdown for Mason Linton. So that much-needed touchdown. Brighton finally scores.
Extra point defense by number 37, Caden Hansen.
Point after is up and good. So points for the Bengals. They still trail 35-7, but finally able to put together a drive. And now, remember, this started way back on a 3rd and 20. They were at the 10-yard line and ended up going, well, 85 yards to set up what proved to be their first touchdown of the game. Casey Satera, head coach now in his 4th year for the Bengals, 28-8 during that time, and he of course was the defensive coordinator at Corner Canyon for several years. Yeah, they won 3 state titles while he was there. He escaped the Fan X multiverse this September 25th through the 27th. These fans, check it out. You can meet over 100 celebrities, shop fandom merch and art, attend panels. Don't miss out on the biggest event yet, Fan X. And it's coming September 25th through 27th. All right, so after a brief respite from scoring points, Davis now gets the ball back. What about that cutback? And they'll have the ball at the 22-yard line, 23. Maybe they're actually going to spot it all the way up to the 25-yard line. And we'll see if Brighton's defense has anything in store, because they have been punished by Davis in this game so far. Jackson Itahau has been busy returning punts and kicks, primarily punts in this game. This game brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see at Weber State. Trayden Bessinger, quarterback, 256 yards passing in this first half, and that's almost intercepted. Oh my goodness.
Fox, I'm back with you.
All right, there you go. Where did you go, to dinner?
A barbecue over, and I stopped by to say hi to some people, and I got locked out of the Mac Shack, and then now I'm back in, so I apologize for that.
Well, welcome back.
In reality, we had a little technical difficulties down here in the Mac Shack, but we got to figure it out. Good to be back.
Well, you've missed quite a bit.
Well, I didn't miss anything.
Yeah,
Truth be told, I was down here in the Mac Shack, and I had the headset on. I couldn't hear you anymore, so I started doing a little play-by-play. But thankfully for the people watching and listening at home, they didn't hear my play-by-play. At least I don't think they did.
No, we didn't hear anything.
But I'm just letting you know that I'm a team player, and if you know, I can't see you. We're in completely separate areas of the stadium here,
which is the way we like it.
We like it that way. We like the distance, but I didn't know if you were, good or something happened, so I just carried on, because that's what you do as a team player.
No, I took care of business, and business has been all Davis, and here they go again. And here's something we don't see a whole lot out of this team is Bessinger running with the football. He's done it a couple times in this game.
Well, the thing about the quarterback designed run, which you see Bessinger here do very well, is you don't want to put your quarterback in harm's way. That's one thing. But you do want to have it in your arsenal. And you want to show it every now and then, and not so much necessarily for the Brighton Bengals in this game here tonight. as they lead 35-7. But you want everybody else that is watching that they understand that, okay, we got to prepare for that. All the things that there's going to be some things here in a non-region first game of the year that you're not going to show, but there's going to be other things that you want other teams to see.
They only had 16 yards rushing before that last run, by the way. So we know where their bread's buttered, right, Alema?
Absolutely.
You know, Bessinger, 256 yards passing already in this first half and 3 touchdowns. That aside, Brighton really needed something good to happen, and that touchdown did that for them. But a lot of work to do as you see the replay on that quick inside screen.
Well, you tell you how, I think when I was off mic, or my mic was down here in the Mac Shack, had that touchdown early in the second quarter. But he certainly has been a weapon for Bessinger on this offense. But there's a long list of players that have contributed on the offensive side of the ball.
Faking the screen. He faked the screen, faked the run, then threw the screen. And that play might have been doomed from the get-go.
Well, if a doomed play is going to pick up 3 yards,
yeah,
I think you'll take that. And what Bessinger did there, that was not a fake. He just looked at the defense and saw the pressure there and decided, okay, I'm going to wait. And great job to hang on to the ball for a second and then able to pick up a few yards on the play. That's what a senior quarterback will give you, is that kind of experience.
Exactly. 3rd down, 6. Bessinger fakes again, fires right in the middle of that zone, and another completion. And good yardage once again. They just cannot bring down these receivers, whether it's Bodie Sparrow or in that case Tyson Baggett. They have been sensational. 23 yards on that pickup.
Well, that time, they put Micaiah Bird in the backfield. And so you got guys defensively with their eyes on Bird, and then you hit underneath to Tyson Baggett, and then Baggett makes a couple of guys miss as he goes against the grain and picks up big chunk yardage and another first down for the Darts.
On 1st and 10, whistles blow. Boy, Bessinger just gets the ball out so quick.
Yeah, and he's, that time operating with an empty backfield, so got receivers all over the place. And yes, to your point, his delivery is not just accurate, but it's quick.
Yeah,
He'll get rid of the ball in a hurry.
Hey, be sure to join us for the Sugar House Furniture halftime report coming your way here in just a couple of minutes. We, of course, will have our America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete interview. We'll have scores and highlights.
It's the Frank Dolce Show. You want to tune in for that.
And, of course, the Frank Dolce Show. Sugar House Furniture halftime show coming right up. 1st and 15. Bessinger complete again.
Another little crossing pattern and another completion to Isaac Morrison. And Bessinger doesn't have a lot of favorites. He'll look.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you're open, he'll get it to you.
Bessinger, that pass is a little low and still caught. That just shows the talent of these receivers as Sparrow goes down and gets that. And to your point, Alema, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different receivers in this game, and 2 of them have gone over 100 yards. Bodie Sparrow and Isaac Morris, Alema, both over 100.
Well, they've been fantastic. Take another look at this play here where Sparrow goes down to the ground to make that catch. And, hard to believe that he was so successful last year as just a sophomore.
By the way,
going into his junior campaign.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but I just wanted to point out you're in the Mac Shack.
I am in the Mac Shack, yeah. See, this is where I've been hanging out. And we had some technical difficulties. You see, we have some fanfare here. There's a little paparazzi on the side over here, but this is where I operate from, and I love it when the offense is coming down in our direction. And sometimes I can't decide whether to watch it on the monitor or I can watch it live, because our camera crew does such a great job. You see there in the background, that's our recipient of the America First Credit Union scholarship. And that's coming up at halftime.
Can't wait.
Make sure you tune in for that. We, of course, enjoyed once again the banquet. The Scholar Athlete Banquet is always one of the highlights of our banquet season, if you will. And thank you to America First Credit Union and all that they do in our community.
Yeah, they put on a great show for that up at the University of Utah. A lot of fun. All right, a minute to play here in this first half, and it is a 1st and 10 for Davis, already leading 35-7. And downfield again, another touchdown. Tyson Beggett. "26 yards, and Baggett has his second TD of the game."
Well, that time Baggett on that seam route ran it perfectly, and the defense just could not cover it. They started out that play at the line of scrimmage with 4 receivers on the left side, motioned 2 of those receivers right side, and the secondary for Brighton was not able to diagnose it.
Another point after, up and good for Luke Jolly. And it's back to a 35-point lead for the Darts. A reminder again, our halftime is coming up, presented by Sugar House Furniture. You're going to get a 2 News update from our Main Street studios. You'll meet our America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. We'll have all the stats and highlights. And, of course, he mentioned it, the Frank Dolce Show. If we get his mic working, I'm not sure if that's working yet. Is that working, Frank?
Well, the beautiful thing about it is, Frank is such a good-looking guy that it could just be visual, the whole thing. We don't need any sound.
Just stare at him.
Yeah, we'll just look at Frank.
Okay. Tomorrow, opening night for the rest of the state, and we will be at West High School as the Panthers take on Timpview, 2 of the top 5 ranked teams in 5A. That's coming your way tomorrow night. On Friday Night Rivals, that game will be on KJazz only. We have a Utah Royals game on KMYU. We will also stream it at KUTV.com and on Facebook, and we'll have 3 other games streamed on Apollo Streams, on Apollo Streams' YouTube page.
Looking forward to that.
So, Bessinger, Alema, 4 touchdown passes in this game, and to your point earlier, to 4 different receivers.
Bengals will take possession, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Well, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but he has picked up where he left off, and where he left off was 3,670 yards last year, 65% completion, and 42 touchdowns with just 5 interceptions. And now Rice Polypoi will try to get something going, or at least try to keep things going offensively. Last possession, they were finally able to put some points on the board, connecting with Linton for the touchdown.
He's got just under a minute to get something done, and there's a pass complete.
Then brought down by number 11, Connor Brown. A gain of 7 yards, 2nd and 3rd.
Speaking of a lot of work to do, this is only game 1 of 29. But you know how we get into that late October and early mid-November, and suddenly like, wow, the season's almost over. Going for Taylor again, and he caught it. He caught it, and he got a foot down. What a talent that young man is.
Absolutely. Slade Taylor, big body, 6'2", 210 pounds last year, 25 catches. Just 1 touchdown on the year last year, but listed as a tight end, and he's the kind of guy that you can flex all over the place. This time flexed out a little right side off He's got on the line of scrimmage.
Palpoy again. He's just going to keep feeding him.
Well, I think right now, if you're Brighton and their offense and you find something that works, you just continue to go to it until Davis is able to figure it out or stop it.
Yeah, what's working is 88. Taylor, the 6'2" senior, coming off a nearly 400-yard reception season last year. He only had one touchdown, but caught a lot of passes. Clock stopped at 28 seconds. Palpoy firing downfield, and it's intercepted. And trouble here as Brighton gives up the second pick six of the game.
Guess who? Bodie Sparrow,
wow,
who I mentioned is playing both sides of the ball. That time, roaming around in the safety's position in the right place at the right. Do with it, Fox. Steps up, high points the ball. He's got a couple of guys in front of him, but he doesn't need any blockers. This guy just turns on the juice and heads for the end zone.
My goodness.
Well, offense, defense, special teams, it's been a clinic so far for the Darts.
Yeah, 49 points in the first half. I mean, there's no way anybody saw this coming.
And especially 49 points against what last year was one of the top defenses in 6A.
Stunning. And Bessinger, I mean, he's having just, most guys would love to have a game like this. And in a half, he's at 326 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. He's already thrown 30 passes and completed 24 of them. It's unbelievable.
Well, I mentioned as one of the keys to the game for the Brighton Bengals is that you got to hang your hat on your defense. And so far tonight, they only have 5 returning starters on the defensive side of the ball. But the expectation with Casey Cetera running the show as the head coach and his brother Frankie Cetera running the defense, as soon as they took over here at Brighton, their defense became the centerpiece, right? That was the focus. And that's what the expectation would have been coming into this game here tonight. But
yeah,
sometimes
you're right.
there's some opening jitters. Sometimes you got to give credit to the other team. And you give credit to this Davis Darts offense led by Bessinger.
Yeah, there's no way they saw this coming. Another Victor's Tires touchback there, but it's only 14 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, last year, this defense from Brighton only gave up on average 10.2 points per game, which was number 1 in their division.
Well, you remember last year we had Davis. Now, they didn't get thumped like this in the first half, but they lost pretty handily to Lehigh, and then they ended up having a great season. They went on to win. They rattled off, I want to say, 8 in a row.
Yeah.
So, a lot happens after opening night. But
you make a great point. There's a lot of jitters and excitement that surround the opening game of the season. And what happens on this night is important, but it doesn't necessarily cement your story.
Well, let's go down on the field now as Frank Dolce is standing by with head coach Scott Perry. Frank, what a half for this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. An amazing half of football. You don't typically see high efficiency like that in a first game of the year. Tell me about your boys and the preparation coming into this football game.
Yeah, they're good football players. No, that's kind of what we practice, and it was great to see them just light it up tonight and playing good football.
It's been dominant on both sides of the ball. I know coaches have concerns about this. You go in with a big halftime lead. Maybe you come out not quite as ready to go. What's your message for the team at halftime?
just a never let up mentality. Game's not over. Soterra does a phenomenal job. We had some lucky breaks and made some plays, and it's tell of two halves, right? So we'll see. We'll continue to try doing what we're doing and see if it pans out the second half.
Great first half. Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Coach. Sugar House Furniture halftime show is coming your way next. Right now, it is all Davis. They walk off the field with a 49-7 lead. Halftime coming up.
Welcome to Sugar House Furniture, where we've been selling solid wood furniture at affordable prices for over 30 years. Whether you need a single piece or an entire room, find what you're looking for at Sugar House Furniture, your Mission Furniture specialist.
This summer, you'll be Leffenhauer London at America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. That's not all. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. So start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply in America First today.
It's a trade buyout. Thousands over book value at Strong Volkswagen. We want to buy your car today, even if you don't buy from us. Thousands over current book value, or trade and make no payments for 90 days. Anniversary event pricing on acres of new Volkswagen. Even the all-new redesigned Tiguan in stock now. Plus $750 in loyalty bonus, and you get a lifetime warranty, no charge.
Since 1955, and I was only 20 years old.
Strong Volkswagen. StrongVW.com.
The challenges of college are easier to overcome when you're embraced by community. Surrounded by beauty. Inspired by quality. And empowered by opportunity. It's all here at Weber State. Find your brilliance.
Welcome to Sugar House Furniture, where we've been selling solid wood furniture at affordable prices for over 30 years. Whether you need a single piece or an entire room, find what you're looking for at Sugar House Furniture, your Mission Furniture specialist.
This is a 2 News halftime update.
It is halftime. Thanks for joining us for this 2 News update. Here are a few of the headlines making news today on KUTV. The Willard Peak Fire in North Ogden creating more evacuations and power outages. As of this morning, the fire was 0% contained. It's burned an estimated 750 acres so far. Good news, no structures have been lost or damaged, but hundreds are still at risk tonight. Judge Matthew Bates has denied a new mental competency evaluation for Ralph Menzies. Judge Bates says a major factor in his ruling was 32 phone calls that Menzies made from prison between May and July 7th. Now, during the calls, he shows adequate memory and substantial cognitive function. Menzies' execution scheduled for September 5th. The first human case of West Nile virus has been found in Utah. The infected adult was hospitalized earlier this month and is said to be recovering now at home. The person was infected in late July near the Jordan River in Salt Lake County. So far this season, about 108 mosquito samples have tested positive for West Nile virus.
And we've got a chance for an isolated shower or storm. We were looking at those storms earlier here with some strong winds, and they're going to continue to start to wind down here through 8:30 this evening. Then for football, for your halftime, temperatures into the 80s, heading home into the lower 80s. So pretty nice football weather, but the gusty winds definitely going to be an issue in a few isolated areas within the state, including across northern Utah. We were dealing with those very high critical fire conditions for the northern half of the state. Look at this, though. This is great news. Major improvement as we make our way into the day tomorrow. Still elevated back out towards the west, but much better than what we've been dealing with today. So, again, that storm threat will linger through about 8:30, 9 o'clock, the latest, and early tomorrow morning. We're waking up to some showers across the I-70 corridor down towards the south and eastern part of the state. And then we'll get another round of some afternoon and evening showers and some storms producing up to 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, but not going to be dealing with those damaging wind gusts that we dealt with in a few isolated areas earlier. 5 p.m. showing that heavy rain across the south central part of the state, and with that comes the risk of some flash flooding for our national parks in those flood prone areas, so be mindful of that for Friday and into Saturday. Those lows overnight cooling down into the 60s and 70s as we start to dry things out for much of the region. Could see some lingering isolated showers across the higher terrain. Then here comes a storm threat tomorrow. Still plenty hot, a mix of sun and clouds. And for St. George, you're dealing with temperatures cooling off a few degrees here. But then we heat things back up into next week. And then along the Wasatch Front, we've got temperatures that'll be a few degrees cooler as well. We've got low and middle 90s. 93 will be the pick of the weekend on Sunday. Drier and hotter, though, as we head into next week.
You know you can trust Victor's tires. Trust Victor's to keep your vehicle running smoothly. At Victor's, we'll change your oil, balance your tires, and make sure your front end is aligned. For all your vehicle needs, think Victor's. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
It's Halloween time, and the Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration is here. Minnie's brewing up some spooky fun this year. A pinch of pumpkin, a dash of fright, a flicker of joy to light the night. The cauldron bubbling with mystical flair, summoning spirits that haunt the air. Tricks and treats and a ghostly invitation. This happy Halloween, join the 70th celebration.
FanX Salt Lake, the once-a-year event, is back. FanX is coming your way September 25th through the 27th. Join the ultimate 3-day pop culture experience where you can meet your favorite celebrities, explore an immersive vendor hall, hear special guests share stories, and connect with a community that shares your passion. FanX is the perfect place to bring your family, make new friends, and share unforgettable moments with fellow fans. Save on tickets now with promo code MAGIC at fanxsaltlake.com.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
You know you can trust Victor's tires. Trust Victor's for all your service and repairs. And of course, that includes flat repairs. From oil changes to alignments, repairs, and tune-ups, Victor's has you covered. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
This is the Sugar House Furniture Halftime Report.
And at the half, it is the Davis Stars on top of the Brighton Bengals, 49-7. Let's take a look at our halftime highlights. They're brought to you as always by America First Credit Union, where members come first. And it's been all Davis Starts. And it started off early in the first quarter. Connection with Morrison for a touchdown. Then Itai Howe gets a score. And Baggett would get into the end zone as well. Then the defense making its presence felt. But that's an offensive guide right there. That's Bodie Sparrow. And he's got the pick six. He'll take it to the house for the score, and that's how they got their 49 points on the board. Another special teams play in the second quarter also added to those numbers for the Darts. If you take a look at the overall statistics, as you would expect, dominated by the Davis Darts, 358 yards of total offense. Most of that coming from the arm of Bessinger, who has thrown for 326 yards in the first half of this game. Look at the first downs. It just seems unfair. 21-4 is the number there. And all of the punting that has been done by the Brighton Bengals offense, and really no punch needed for the Davis Darts. So at the half, it is 49-7. The Darts lead. The Bengals will come back with the second half. Stick around. We'll come back right after this from Brighton High School.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
Are you living your best life? Or are you wanting more? Something different? Well, maybe it's time for a change. Something impactful. Not just in your world, but around the globe. YouthLink wants you. Your best self starts here. This is your chance to help create a better world, a place that's beautiful and full of good people. The world is waiting. Ready to discover what you can accomplish? Come make a difference for yourself and those around you. Join YouthLink today. A better tomorrow starts now.
In grade school, when the teacher asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I stood proud and said, "A rain gutter and siding installer." Jim Brown Jr. here, fourth-generation owner of RGS Exteriors. My great-grandpa started the business in the 50s, then my grandpa, then my dad, and now me today. I wake up every day thinking, man, I am living the dream. If you want siding, windows, or gutters from people that really care, RGS Exteriors is your only call.
Coleman Knitting Mills is best known for its Letterman jackets and school sweaters, but they do so much more. Screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your business, school, or team. Specializing in top brands like Primo Golf, Nike, Under Armour, and more. Set up an online store for your team or company with Coleman Knitting Mills and order anytime. Contact our team today and mention Friday Night Rivals for a special offer for your printed apparel. Coleman Knitting Mills, made to last.
We're back, and it's halftime here at Brighton High School. 49-7, the Davis Darts visiting from up north. On top of the home team here in the jungle, Lemma Harrington alongside Frank Dolce. Dave Fox is in the booth, and there's a good look at some of the fans that are on the Davis Darts sideline, or the visitors' stands, if you will, who have made the journey down here. And Frank, I'm not even sure if high school is, I think it started on Wednesday, so they're just barely in school and made their way down here. Let's take a look at the America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. You want to tell us a little bit about her, Frank?
A remarkable student athlete at Brighton High School who excels both on and off the field as a dedicated member of the girls' golf and tennis teams. Kate has proven herself to be a leader and competitor. She serves as captain for both teams, helping lead the girls' golf team to a fourth-place finish at state last year and competing as part of the second doubles team in girls' tennis. Her athletic achievements include being named first team All-State twice for golf and earning varsity letters in tennis for 2 years. Academically, guess what, Alemma?
4.0?
4.0 GPA, taking a rigorous AP and honors schedule. She has been recognized with academic all-state honors 3 times as a member of the National Honor Society and is known for her willingness to support and tutor fellow students. Work ethic, kindness, and dedication all make her a standout role model among her peers. Guess what? She also does service. She helped build a school in the off-season. I mean, hiking, jogging, skiing, doing stuff with her dad and with her family. I'm not sure you could find a better person to be recognized.
But America First will find some more as we start off our season of 29 broadcasts, and we'll have a representative from the home team from each one of those schools. So special thanks to America First Credit Union. We'll come back, and the Davis Darts lead at 49-7. The second half kickoff will come up right here after the break. Stick around.
This halftime report was brought to you by Sugar House Furniture.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here. Did you know that I wear hearing aids? I had trouble with my hearing years ago. I did something about it. I love my hearing aids, and I am here to help you get a deal on the same brand I wear. I was wearing those expensive hearing aids for years, and I didn't know any better until a good friend of mine told me about MD Hearing. I thought the price was too good to be true, but I bought a pair anyway. No doctor visit, no prescription, no hassle. It was easy. When they showed up, I called and spoke to Sandy, one of their audiologists, to make sure the hearing aids fit and worked the way I needed. And they do that for everyone, not just me.
Once the MD hearing aids are in, kind of said, I just should have done this before.
Call now and get 2 rechargeable Neo XS hearing aids for just $297. That's a price drop of $100. Plus, you'll get a free portable charging case and free shipping. The rechargeable Neo XS is half the size of the competition and packed with the latest technology. And right now, you can get 2 rechargeable Neo XS hearing aids with a 45-day risk-free trial, free shipping, and free lifetime U.S.-based support for only $297.
Call 800-624-0687.
I started hearing things I haven't heard in a long time, like the water trickling in the other room. I didn't realize how bad my hearing was until I got the hearing aids.
I've never had a better pair of hearing aids. I wear them all the time, and I'm even wearing them now. If you have hearing problems or think you might have hearing problems, don't waste your money or time on other hearing aids. Call my friends at MD Hearing and get my favorite over-the-counter hearing aids for you.
Call now and get 2 rechargeable Neo XS hearing aids for just $297 with a free portable charging case and free shipping.
Call 800-624-0687. 800-624-0687.
And we welcome you back. Opening night here on Thursday Night Lights. Davis leading. Time now for high school game day.
Hey, welcome to Brighton. It's the first game of the season in the jungle. It's game day.
Welcome back, seniors. This year, we're starting off our senior year with a senior sunrise next Friday during the first week of school.
We're going to have breakfast for all the seniors out at the plaza. Be there or be square.
Homecoming's right around the corner. Make sure you ask that special someone this Saturday at midnight.
We're the freshmen. We're super excited to carry on the Bengal legacy. Remember, we start school on Monday.
Remember to pay attention to the Bengal Bulletin so that you can check out all our amazing events.
Our annual Make-A-Wish fundraiser is coming up.
We're so lucky to work with Make-A-Wish every year and have such an awesome student body who helps support it. Go Bengals!
There you go. Matt Smith produces those for us and does such a great job. It's a little tougher when the kids aren't in school, like now, because they're not back to school up here in Salt Lake County. They actually are in Provo. I got a couple of grandkids who went back to school yesterday, which seems to me way too early.
Yeah, great grandkids, right? Great grandkids.
Well, guys, what do you do now? What do you tell your team in the half where they're down 49-7?
Well, I think, Frank, you and I have both played football for a long time in high school and in college. You on into the pros. You get into these situations. And the only way that you do it is one possession at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. For Brighton, this game is 0-0. And all you can do is the very next effort on your next play. And then the best effort on your next play and try to work yourself back into this football game. It looks like it's out of reach right now, but I'll tell you what, couple turnovers, couple big defensive stops, a big play here and there on offense. Brighton could find themselves right back in this game.
You know, you got to give credit to the Davis Darts. They scored on offense, defense, and on special teams in the first half of this game. So they're hitting on all cylinders. They really are a team that looks like they're in mid-season form in the first game of the season. Brighton, on the other hand, comes into this game and they've got first game jitters. They've got some first game mistakes. And those things will work themselves out through the course of the season. But right now, you just focus on your offensive possession. Let's get some positive yards and put some points on the board.
Palapoy comes out throwing first play, a little hot and high, incomplete.
Not sure if that ball had been caught, if it would have been a positive thing for the Bengals anyway. The defense was closing quickly.
Sometimes an incomplete pass is not a bad deal.
Yeah, you're saying that was one of them?
Yeah, that may have been. That Dart defense was on time.
Second down, 10. This time they'll try to run a big hole right up the middle. This is the kind of play that the Bengals needed, and Staten Gutierrez.
Well, great blocking up front because he's got all kinds of room as he gets through the line of scrimmage into the next level. And a good tackle there made by Sparrow to bring him down. Sparrow, of course, a name they would call plenty on offense, but also aside from a touchdown on the offensive side of the ball, he's got a pick 6 in this game. Makes the tackle there, but not until after a big pickup by Gutierrez.
First down. Palapoy screen caught Mason Linton. He has the only touchdown of the game, and boy,
wow,
did
Sparrow.
That defense converge.
You know, the interesting thing about this Davis Darts defense is some of their best players on the defensive side are guys that play on the offensive side, which is Sparrow being one of them. And then Itiai Howe is also one of the hardest hitters, at least the coach, according to Coach Speary, on the defensive side of the ball.
Second down, 7. And again, Gutierrez.
Well, at 6'1", 220 pounds, Gutierrez is a very different back than Judah Vale. Vale comes in at 5'8", and I think they're giving him maybe an inch or two on the height. He's 155 pounds. So now you got a bigger back in the backfield.
Third and short. And we got a timeout.
No, it's a flag on the play.
Oh, flag,
and they were
excuse me.
Nice job by Palapoy to mix up the cadence and draw the Darts into the neutral zone.
So now it's a first down. And the drive continues.
On the 42-yard line. First and 10.
Cole Clark that you saw there when moved up to the line of scrimmage and jumped through, but he's one of 5 linebackers that they rotate through that 4 linebacker defensive set.
High snap, got it off though. What a drive this has been for Gutierrez.
Well, great blocking up front by the guys in the trenches. That's
another flag. Oh, this might be a personal foul. Somebody said something.
It's the offensive lineman from Brighton who was laying on top of the defensive player and maybe used him to help himself get up off the turf. Little leverage. He's going to be sent off the field.
That's Noah Matheson. And yes, he is. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com. And this is a costly penalty. It's going to take the ball all the way back near midfield.
You know, as I was talking with Coach Cetera before the game, Foxy, and there was a lot of emotion on the sidelines, and he yelled over to a group of guys and said, hey, enough hooping and hollering. time to dial it in. And it's taken a while for them to dial it in here, but they dial it in on the ground.
I'll tell you who's dialed it in, is Gutierrez is having his way on this drive. And that's another Master Auto Tech first down.
Well, after all those penalty yards, Gutierrez getting good blocking up front. He looks like he might have got hit in the rib cage there and comes up a little gingerly here, but a little counter play. And nice running by Gutierrez after a couple of nice blocks to the line of scrimmage. Just puts his head down and
guess who just visited the broadcast booth here?
If it has anything to do with Pez, I'm going to guess that Dave Nellis is making his rounds.
And he brought Pez O'Plenty. Thank you, Dave Nellis, America First Credit Union. And here we go. Oh, nice fake. Palapoy keeps it. I mean, I thought he had given that ball up. But that worked out well.
I think that was an option, if I'm not mistaken, Frank, as I'm looking at it. You know better as a quarterback. That'd be a quarterback read, whether you hand the ball off or keep. Yeah. And nice setup. And you're reading that defensive end and decides to keep. A little stiff arm to get around the corner and pick up a few more yards. And another first down for the Bengals.
Oh, boy. That ball was bobbled around a little bit, but Palapoy hung on to it. Snap hit him pretty quick. Hey, escape into the FanX Multiverse this September 25th through 27th, where you can meet over 100 celebrities, shop fandom merch and art, attend panels. Don't miss out on the biggest event yet, FanX, coming September 25th through the 22nd.
If you could see any fan, like in a FanX type of event, who would you want to see?
Oh, man. That's can I think about that?
Yeah, you can think about it. You can give me your answer in the fourth quarter.
Downfield, timing pattern, and there's a flag that came in way outside as we're looking at a pass interference, most likely, as Slade Taylor was held up by Connor Brown.
Yeah, we'll see here on the replay as Palapoy releases and Connor Brown, there's no mistaking that the flag needed to come out on that play. But sometimes you have to make a decision. You know, am I going to let him catch the ball for a touchdown, or am I going to take the penalty? So you take the penalty.
I think that was a good decision.
You know, I go back to that comment that I made about Coach Cetera before the game, and he was yelling at the kids and saying, hey, enough hooping and hollering, it's time to dial it in. And sometimes it takes time to do that, and maybe it took that first half for them to get dialed in.
And settle into the game a little bit. And with the way they're running the football currently, as they go off the right side again, and that is another nice gain. Seems like the offensive line has started to take control of the game a little bit for the Bengals.
Well, Gutierrez is now up to 61 yards rushing, and I don't think he had much of anything coming into the second half.
Yeah, that last play, you had three receivers bunched up to the right side or left side of the formation. Then you run to the opposite side. I like kind of the misdirection that the formation allowed you to get a better one-on-one matchup on the outside.
So that 61 yards he has all in the second half. He didn't have any yardage in the first half. Second down.
Valle that is lined up as a receiver.
And Gutierrez again. It's going to be shy of the first. So a third and short coming.
Well, that time Ethan Lockwood, the linebacker, was able to get to Gutierrez in the backfield. And Gutierrez strong enough to carry him for a couple of yards, but not much.
So third and about 2. They get a first down at the 5-yard line. And now we got a flag.
I think Palapoy may have been. Oh, they're going to say false start. Somebody on the offense moved. And the way that Gutierrez is responding, he may have jumped in the backfield. Because Caden Montgomery looked like he might have leaned into the neutral zone, but he got bailed out by Gutierrez.
Okay, well,
here you
back
see,
they go.
There you go. Right there, it looked like it was Montgomery that moved, but you see the response from Gutierrez. He knew that it was him.
Pass downfield, and in the end zone, it's caught for a touchdown. What a catch, Mason Linton, who now has both touchdown receptions for the Bengals in this game tonight.
Well, give credit to the Brighton Bengals on offense. They really struggled in the first half. Finally, Polypoy was able to find Linton in the end zone at the end of the first half and get some points on the board. And now able to find him once again.
The Bengals came out, did exactly what they needed to do to start the second half. We'll see how Davis is able to respond. I mean, in some ways, I think this is a difficult task for the Darts, who go in with this enormous lead at halftime, and it's just human nature. When a lead like that, to maybe be a little complacent coming out in the second half. We'll see what happens.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
Utah State University alum Michael Scott Peters took on the world's toughest issues. As the United Nations Youth Observer, Michael advocated for underserved populations. He led youth in an effort to end extreme poverty, fight inequality, and protect communities.
I'm an Aggie. I empower youth to take action on worldwide issues.
America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights is brought to you by R.C. Willey, Sunbelt Rentals, Utah State University, and FanX.
Howdy, my name's Cole Hemeyer. I go to Brighton High School and I play linebacker. A fun thing about me, at Brighton, they call me Swole Hemeyer because I got that guns, you know. And I'd like to shout out my mom because she's been so kind to me all my life, and love you, Mom.
Whoa! He's got a little competition down here in the Mag Shack where Frank Dolce is hanging out because my man's guns. Like, I think
Swole.
Frank spent the entire summer doing curls.
Swole Dolce?
Yeah.
All right.
How do you say swole in Italian, Dolce?
You say, you just use your hand, a lot of hand motions.
By the way, that's
And then
another
you end
Victor's
it with a
Tires touchback right there. Victor's Tires for all your tire needs. 49-14. Game 2 of our season. Tomorrow night, Timpview visiting West. Two of the top 5 ranked teams in 5A.
How about the resurgence of West over the last 4 or 5 years?
Yeah. All right, Messenger. Feels like it's been forever since he's been out here, and he's harassed a little there in unloading the ball. Hey, McGee's Awards and Engravings provides our Thursday night lights and Friday night trophies to the winners. McGee's Awards and Engravings, it's time to be recognized.
Shout out to our guys at McGee's, and they take good care of us here at, you know, when it comes to high school football with the trophies. And, you know, we all have other events that we, you know, put on and participate in, and McGee's does a great job with the trophies at my tournament. I'm so grateful for Kurt McGee and his family and all that they do.
I'd like to win one of those trophies, but I've never come close. Pass is complete. Tyson Baggett's got it. and Baggett adds to his toll.
So, Alema, in high school football, you have the running clock with a 35-point lead in the second half. Does that change your offensive philosophy, trying to just let that clock and take as much time on each play as you can to run it out?
When the situation I'm looking at here for the Davis Stars, first game of the season, right? You want to get in as many plays as you can. So I think that you continue to run the way you normally would, whether it was running clock or not.
Another completion for Bessinger.
You understand what I'm saying, right? And Fox, I think you would agree with this. That
yeah, I get it.
You want to get as many reps as possible. And even a game like this early on in the season, you want your starters to get reps. But anytime you have a chance to get other of the underclassmen some opportunities to get on the field, you want to do that as well. But another nice delivery right there from Bessinger as he connects with Bodie Sparrow.
All right, so taking that one step further, less than 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. You're up 49-14. How long do you leave Bessinger in the game?
This might be his last. I mean,
Drive.
you get him into the fourth quarter, maybe one possession in the fourth.
Out of bounds after a good carry there from Mikhail Bird. Hey, shop R.C. Willey for the area's largest selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. Items are in stock now at R.C. Willey. 12-yard pickup for Bird.
Nice run that time, Bird. He's kind of picking his way at the line of scrimmage and then gets to the edge.
Bird again. Tries to bounce outside and does. And Bird, good yardage. Now, flag just flew in from way downfield. We'll see what that is.
Going from what I could see as far as the conversation between a couple of the Davis starts, that I believe this is probably going against Davis.
Holding on Davis.
And I think the conversation between a couple of the Davis receivers was, this is like how I would say it to Frank. I say, dude, like you're so far behind the play. I mean, the play is all the way over. Like, why are you holding? Like, you don't need to hold. And then Frank's response would be,
hey, do your job. Do your job. You do your
You had one job.
111th.
Oh, all the receivers stacked up right side of the formation.
Pressure coming again. They give it to Bird. Good play considering the pressure that was coming. And Bird picks up most of what they lost on the penalty. Victor's Tires for all your tire needs. Trust Victor's now with no new locations in Ogden and in Roy. Down to 15 seconds to play here in the first half. By the way, we played the entire game without a play clock because it's broken. But it kind of occurs to me I'm not sure we ever needed one, the way these two teams are going. That brings us to the end of 3. And it's been all Davis, the Darts, on opening night, not only in Utah, but in America, of high school football. Davis with a 49-14 lead on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
This summer, you'll be loving how we're London at America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. That's not all. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on that dream project. So start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply in America First today.
When you're the oldest personal injury firm in Utah, you get to know a few faces.
So tell me what happened.
You just came in and sideswiped me, bro.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
And it hurts worse than that time that I was dropped. Tailgate. Who would have thought?
I guess you can say we've seen everything. And I mean everything.
Juliet would never use these.
Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience needed to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Let's go take some turns.
A common phrase at a university at the foot of some of the best snow-covered mountains in the world. Another common phrase on the University of Utah campus, unsurpassed societal impact. Sure, it's lofty, but it motivates the care in our hospitals, the research in our labs across campus, and the real-world applications of our breakthroughs. Innovation and impact. It's what you get from a university that is always looking up.
The challenges of college are easier to overcome when you're embraced by community. Surrounded by beauty. Inspired by quality. And empowered by opportunity. It's all here at Weber State. Find your brilliance.
America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights is brought to you by Mr. Mac, RGS Exteriors, Master Auto Tech, and Weber State University.
I'm Will Smith. And yes, I am the real Will Smith, but no autographs, please.
Will Smith.
Wow.
Who knew?
Also lineman for Davis.
Yeah.
6 foot, 205 pounds. He's
very
not giving
talented.
autographs.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince.
Very talented. Did you guys mention that Bessinger is 3 inches taller than his tallest offensive lineman? Like, he has no problem
6'5"
looking downfield.
And you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Noah Bingham's his tallest, Frank, to your point. He's 6'3". So he's about 3 inches. Yeah, that's crazy. He's a big one. And he's coming out firing and complete again. And Bessinger continues to have his way with this defense, finding yet another target as he has really spread it around. You guys pointed that out.
Well, you got to love the fact that, you know, he's got so many weapons, but, you know, as a receiver, as a running back, as a tight end, you know, sometimes quarterbacks, they have the guy that they go to, and like, you might be open, but he's going to try to force it into somebody else. He is going to find the open guy, and you'll love that about him.
Well, he's done very well tonight, but that, you know, what a nice coaching staff that has developed that talent in.
I just tell you, it's. I mean, I would be so nervous having him running plays like this in the fourth quarter, leading 49-14.
No kidding. Well, you got to keep a defense off balance.
I guess.
But I couldn't agree with you more. Like, this Davis team looks like they're for real, and they could make some noise here and as the season rolls on, and it starts with number 4.
Brighton, by the way, came into this first game of the year highly touted.
Very.
And this might be a little wake-up call for them. As we mentioned last year, and Davis opened up the season with a loss, and then, you know, we're able to win 8 in a row.
Yeah, it was crazy how well they played after that loss. Maybe it wakes you up. Who knows? Another pass complete. This time Isaac Morrison has another catch. Morrison, one of the 2 receivers on this team, guys, that have gone over 100 yards. Bodie Sparrow's got 108, and Morrison now has 126. I mean, the numbers are just staggering. 384 for Bessinger, although he got the bulk of that in the first half.
Yeah, and once again, you know, this is an offense that was so good last year. Number 2 offense in 6A behind Corner Canyon. And they come back, and when they line up, it's like it's pick your poison. Whether it's Baggett or Sparrow, Morrison, Itai Howell, Coleman, Mikhail Bird out of the backfield has been fantastic.
Yeah, and Itahau is the only one that has multiple touchdowns, but 4 receivers have touchdowns.
Well, actually, we could clarify that and say Bodie Sparrow's got 2 touchdowns, but 1 came on a pick 6.
Yeah, that's true. I'm talking about from Bessinger, but you're right. Because special teams has scored twice. Pick 6 and the punt return.
Yep.
Oh, and another fake, and Bessinger takes off, and he looks like he's got a clear path to the end zone. Gets hit on his way in, but he scores.
Now you sit him.
Yeah, you got it.
No doubt.
I mean, that's a great way to go out. I'll tell you what, he has had just a phenomenal first game of the year, and he'll get chastised a little bit by the officiating crew on the celebration there. But this was a fantastic run by Bessinger. Broke a couple of tackles and then carried a defender into the end zone for the score.
Good for him. Will Nixon about knocked him over with that little body check.
Well, and this does provide an opportunity to potentially get your backup quarterback a few snaps.
That would be Johnny Parker, the 6-foot junior. Point after is good. It's a 56-14 lead on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
Welcome to Sugar House Furniture, where we've been selling solid wood furniture at affordable prices for over 30 years. Whether you need a single piece or an entire room, find what you're looking for at Sugar House Furniture, your Mission Furniture specialist.
Looking for the perfect suit for that special occasion? At Mr. Mac, we have the best selection of suits for weddings, missions, and more. From boys' suits to men's formal wear, we've got you covered. Complete your look with our great accessories, including shirts, ties, shoes, and belts. And with free alterations, you'll always get the perfect fit. Come into one of our 9 convenient locations today or MrMac.com. Mr. Mac, locally owned and operated for nearly 60 years, making you look your best.
Welcome to Sugar House Furniture, where we've been selling solid wood furniture at affordable prices for over 30 years. Whether you need a single piece or an entire room, find what you're looking for at Sugar House Furniture, your Mission Furniture specialist.
My name is Bodie Sparrow. I play receiver and safety, and I'm a basketball state champion.
I'm Tyson Baggett. I play receiver and I go to Davis High School, and my mom watches more film than I do.
That's got to be true. I mean, your mom did
like,
that, didn't she, Lemma?
At the dinner table, Mom's like, hey.
I was ready to comment on Sparrow in the ring, which you can't be mad at anybody for, for flashing the ring. But that was great.
Yeah, I think
my mom watches more film than me.
We had our meeting nights last week, and we got some great ones this year. But that was one of the better. Actually, Davis brought it. Will Smith and you're right, Alema. I mean, it's not like Sparrow didn't win a state championship. Yeah. We called the game.
It's not bragging if you've done it.
No, and everyone's had a mom that watches film. Make sure you're doing it right.
I tell you, my wife for sure watches more basketball film than my boys do.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, well, now we're under 8. Oh, did that go out of bounds?
It sure did.
So that helps a little. But Brighton has got a ways to go. I hear Frank's wireless mic is working now, so we're going to send him out and see if it will continue to work.
I have PTSD, Dave.
Yeah.
Listen.
Unfortunately, we have to test things, so make it happen.
All right, well.
And they're going to move the ball up to the 35-yard line.
Dolce signing off.
He may be back in the mag sack in a minute, but let's see. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
All right, Dolce is headed out there to grab the wireless mic, and he'll be on the sideline.
We'll see if we can get some highlights.
Getting ready
some highlights of Frank putting the mic on. He's stretching now. All right, first down.
We got to get him ready for the post-game interview.
Yeah, that's right. The Trophy Championship presented by McGee's. And obviously they're going very conservative here with Brighton. And why not at this point?
You know, you asked the question about does it change things for Davis with the running clock, and certainly the final 7.5 minutes will fly by here because of the 35-point differential and the running clock and how that works in high school football. But if you're Brighton, certainly I think you want to increase your pace a little bit, but you just want to get into a rhythm. Like, this is the first game of the season. There's going to be some mistakes, but you just still take each play one at a time here.
Just keep going. On to the next one. That pass high, tipped, and intercepted. Oh,
a little
boy.
tip drill and ended up in the hands of Tyson Baggett.
Frank, are you with us?
Mic check.
It works.
Mic check.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
There he is.
I'm not going to lie. That feels good.
Boy, he does look swollen.
You can't even see me from up there.
No, I've got you up. You're on camera right now. Smile to the viewers.
Yeah, well, I don't know where the camera is, but
you're looking good. Here's a replay on that tip.
Yeah, watch the tip.
Boom.
Goes through the hands of the intended receiver. Then another potential receiver had a chance at it before Baggett gets it. And I wonder if he's going to say that's because he watched a lot of film.
And we do have a new quarterback for Davis, as I think we all agree wisely, are going to let Messenger call it a day.
Cameron Mason on the carry. His helmet comes off, so he'll have to leave the game. But if you remember, Cameron Mason is the one that took that punt that was partially blocked, and he took it back for a touchdown. So he scored a touchdown in this game. Is Cameron Moody, right?
Cameron Moody is the backup
listed
quarterback.
as Johnny Parker as the backup.
Yeah, well, they'll have a number of quarterbacks, and it's just, what the head coach decides to put in. But Moody is the guy wearing number 26. Not quite.
Ball handed off to Bird, immediately met by number 44,
number
Lehigh Tatioli.
As Bachmeier is battling for that starting quarterback position for the Cougars, wearing number 47, which is unique.
Right. Very, very unique. And it almost just kind of, I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I hate it when I watch a movie and because they didn't do their research and they don't have a good guy, somebody there that's, trying to make it look authentic, and the quarterback's wearing number 26. I mean, come on.
But I've never seen 47, but good for Bear if that's what he wants. But
I mean, and unless you're Doug Flutie, you wear
Doug
22,
22,
and you can be great.
Bernie Kosar, didn't he wear 20 for a minute? I mean, there's been some odd numbers.
But it's fairly uncommon. But it'll get you talked about.
It's not just uncommon, it's rare.
Punting number 41, Luke Jolly.
This is the first punt of the game for Davis. First time they've had the ball and didn't score. Luke Jolly does the punting and the place kicking. They did have a fumble earlier. Didn't score, obviously, on that drive, but their first punt, nonetheless. That ball was, I thought it was touched by a Brighton player. But nonetheless, Brighton will have the ball when we come back, put finishing touches on a 56-14 lead.
And Bengals.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
Level up with a new TV and soundbar from RC Willey. And maybe a rug, coffee table, and reclining sofa. Find every detail here, so you can survive countless reruns.
Get an education is inspiring as we mountains around us. And Victor's Tires. For all your tire needs. Trust Victor's now and new locations in Ogden and in Roy.
Rice Palapoy, play quarterback, Brighton High School. Want to shout out Bubbly Bus and Zy King Boy. You know. Give me one. Yeah, you know.
Get what? Musical artists?
I don't know.
Anime? I don't know.
Palapoy, by the way, 169 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And here he comes.
And by the way, Palapoy, this is going to be an important game for him to go back and watch the film. And he's a guy that's going to learn from the mistakes that he made. And he'll also, because of his leadership, be able to help the other guys that made mistakes and rectify those things as they go into week 2. But Palapoy, as he completes another pass to Slade Taylor, who's been the main target as far as the passing game is concerned. But Palapoy is a captain on this team, and he's the only Fox captain that is an underclassman.
Yeah, how about that? Very rare.
7 yards, second down and 3 yards to go.
Hey, Utah State University, the state's #1 student experience on campus, one of our sponsors here on Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals. Second down short. High snap. Palapoy goes and gets it. And this young man has had a nice second half. Staten Gutierrez.
And Gutierrez takes the ball
73 yards now. And he had no yards at the half.
And I think as Brighton goes back and looks at the film from this game, they're going to see some of the things that they've established on offense as far as the run game is concerned that they can build on. But if you look at some of the comments that Coach Cetera has made as they were getting ready for this game, they were excited about what they were able to accomplish during the offseason. They felt like they had a lot of confidence coming into this game against the Davis Stars. Not overconfidence, not cockiness, but confidence. Yeah. And you hope that because you get beat 56-14, whatever the final score ends up being here, as Taylor gets another big catch and gain.
Palapoy rifles that in.
But you hope that they don't lose their confidence, that they understand, okay, we went up against a really good team. Maybe there's some things that we did in our own personal preparation or team preparation that didn't have us ready for this game. And you change those things and you make the corrections necessary. And certainly, as far as the passing game is concerned, we talked about establishing what you can do on the ground. You know that Slade Taylor is a target that you're going to have to maximize on the offensive side.
Frank, you still with us?
Absolutely.
Okay, it works. Good. Okay. And once again, Gutierrez. By the way, the changing of the regions this year. Remember Region 3, of course, now just loaded. And they've narrowed it down to those top teams, Lone Peak, Sky Ridge, Lehigh, Corner Canyon, American Fork. Well, they redid Region 6. They put, and this is interesting, Brighton, Olympus, and Alta from Salt Lake. Those 3 schools. Yep. And paired them up with the 3 Bountiful schools, Bountiful, Viewmont, and Woods Cross. So I think, I don't know that you've broken up any rivalries, but you're creating some new ones. You got the 3 schools, Davis County, 3 schools, Salt Lake County, and they're all in the same region. It's going to be interesting to see how that region shakes out as Gutierrez finds a hole, and he's all the way down near the goal line. He stopped just shy.
And 6 up the middle.
But a lot of region changes this year and teams moving up and down. East is now a 4A team.
Yeah. And I'm happy to see that Corner Canyon is not, in the region where they're playing against Bingham. So there's some good changes there. Watch the burst that you get here from Gutierrez as he sees that hole open up. And I wasn't sure if he had fallen into the end zone off of a defender, but he did hit the ground. So good call by the officiating crew.
Touchdown to the corner. Nope.
Yes, sir. That's in.
Yep, that's in.
Yep,
and
he got it.
And I'm glad that Slade Taylor got to pay that off because a lot of that drive was credit to number 88. So, Frank, as we were talking about the importance of Brighton in a game like this, that you understand what you did wrong, but you don't lose your confidence here, because confidence is one of those things. If you lose it, it's hard to get it back. So a couple of drives here in the second half. You put points on the board, 2 touchdowns, and one in the third, one in the fourth. I think that's an important part of this game for Brighton.
Certainly something to build on for Brighton. And for
far away in the wildest realms of the sea are creatures as old as time. Feared by many, understood by few. Sharks are the ocean's guardians.
KMYU is the place to be.
It's always party time.
Salt Lake City Bees baseball on KMYU. New season, new players, new stadium. Watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday home games only on KMYU. Slide into home.
Double for the plate. Save!
Watch KMYU over the air on Channel 2.2, Channel 12 on satellite, and Channel 643 on Comcast, or stream on YouTube. KMYU is the home of the Salt Lake Bees.
Are you struggling with relationship connection due to erectile dysfunction? Are you sick of taking the pill for ED? Well, there's hope, and we have the answer. At Happy Valley Clinic, we use focused shockwave therapy, which is clinically proven to open up and regrow blood vessels. No pills, no injections, and no invasive surgery. Call tonight to receive our after-hours special of the initial medical exam, partial treatment, and blood flow ultrasound, a $600 value, totally free. Put the happy back in your relationship by calling Happy Valley Clinic tonight.
Trained messenger, I'm a quarterback, I go to Davis High School, and I'm a 3 handicap.
Yeah, he's
real
wondering.
Fox?
Yeah.
Is he really a 3 handicap?
That's what he said.
If he's really a 3 handicap, then he can get
crazy.
a golf scholarship.
Who's a 3 handicap?
Messenger. Just on his.
He just said that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to lie on national TV.
Listen, I'm going to have a chance to interview the head coach after the game, and I might throw that question out there. I mean, a 3 handicap?
That's what he said. I mean, that's
fact check
unreal.
that for us, Frankie.
If he's a 3 handicap, I'm going to tell him right now to take off the shoulder pads.
Yes.
And
start
focusing on the little white ball.
Or double dip your NIL, man. Go play for the golf team too.
Oh, that would be interesting. Another Victor's Tires touchback there as we get ready to wrap things up.
I'm not so sure Boise State has ever produced a great golfer, have they?
Well, listen, Tony Romo is probably a 3. Like, that's the only other guy I can think of.
That's different. Like that.
Wait, how's that different? He's a quarterback and he's a 3.
But I know, but he wasn't a great golfer in high school. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think he was.
You don't know that, Frank.
He's won that celebrity tournament they play in South Lake Tahoe every year.
Yeah, I think that he became a great golfer later on in his life.
That's
listen to this argument, folks.
That's complete. I think you're just making that up. But it's probably worth a Google. I mean, someone jump on.
Well, here's the challenge for our viewers at home. Who's making this up, me or Frank?
Nonetheless, I'm going to put him on my team when I play in your tournament next spring.
You know what? Send the invitation.
All right.
Yeah. If he's a 3.
Hey, listen, folks, we're going to find out about this 3 handicap deal.
Frankie, get to the bottom of this
there
thing.
you go. What a night for the Davis Darts. They come out the 4th-ranked team in 6A, and they handle the Bengals in the jungle 56-21. And for Traden Bessinger, 384 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 1 touchdown rushing, a complete night. We're going to hear from head coach Scott Perry and award a trophy when we come back here on America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
FanX Salt Lake. The once-a-year event is back. FanX is coming your way September 25th through the 27th. Join the ultimate 3-day pop culture experience where you can meet your favorite celebrities, explore an immersive vendor hall, hear special guests share stories, and connect with a community that shares your passion. FanX is the perfect place to bring your family, make new friends, and share unforgettable moments with fellow fans. Save on tickets now with promo code MAGIC at fanxsaltlake.com.
Buying something as big as a new roof means you're buying protection for your family. S&S Roofing understands that quality and workmanship are your top priority. Quality in the product used and our expert installation. But it also means service after the installation, which includes our 50-year worry-free guarantee on every new roof.
Call or go online to schedule your free roof inspection, plus get $1,000 off any new roof now through August 31st. S&S Roofing. Affordable quality you can trust.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Welcome back. Opening night is in the books, and it was a big one for Davis. The Darts 56-21 winners over Brighton, and they did it in the jungle. And that means they are the winners of tonight's Thursday Night Lights trophy. And Frank has got it, and he's got the team, and he's ready to talk to him now. Frankie, take it away.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, Coach, are you ready? I'll tell you something interesting that happened right before the end of the game. Coach came over and he apologized to me because he said he didn't live up to the standard for his halftime interview. I thought your halftime interview was pretty good. Is there something else that you wanted to tell us?
Just it's all about these guys right here. I flustered in the interview, and I just need to say it was these guys. I was humbled. It was a wild card game. Brighton's a great team, and we were just fortunate to make some big-time plays on all sides of the ball.
Well, you may have fumbled, but your team didn't tonight. What a dominating effort. Is this what you expected, or were you uncertain about how this team would perform?
No. Of course, we didn't know going in. It's a wild card game, so we want to just come out and play our game, and then we just knew it was kind of like a 12-round fight. We were just going to keep punching until we saw what happened, and we were fortunate to come out on that end.
After a game like this, you might think, well, we've already won the championship, but what are the things you need to work on going into next week?
There's plenty. I'm excited to watch film tomorrow so we can correct those and know that it's a long journey, hopefully a 14-week journey, and we can continue to make some plays in each of the games.
Well, I think maybe the most important question I have for tonight is there's a little debate going on about whether or not your quarterback is really a 3 handicap in golf. Can you confirm that? I told you.
Well, let him answer. It's
a 3 handicap, then hang up the helmet and start focusing on the white ball.
He's not a 3, but he's very close. He's a good golfer. He took it to me yesterday in a little chip round that we had.
Is that right? Well, let me tell you, 16 is not close to a 3. Nonetheless, with that dominating effort, you are tonight's Thursday Night Light champion.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so maybe he's a 4 or 5, right?
Yeah,
but that's fine.
I'll tell you, if you're single digits, that's fantastic.
Anywhere down there.
Absolutely.
I'm lucky if I break a hundo.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Notwithstanding some of the audio issues we had tonight, we appreciate everybody for joining us for America First Credit Union's Thursday Night Lights. It was a lot of fun. Great opening night, certainly for the Davis Darts, and there will be better days ahead for the Brighton Bengals as well. So that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. Tomorrow we'll come to you live from West High School as the Panthers will take on Timpview. Until then, thanks so much to our entire crew, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
And that ball handed off to
itch, itch, scratch, must not itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10. And for no mess relief, try new cooling spray.
As long as elephants still fly and heroes assemble, as long as the night shines bright with joy and hugs warm our hearts, as long as we have each other, anything is possible.
We're both princesses.
The moment we enter our happy place, join us for the 70th celebration at the happiest place on earth.
Are you living your best life? Or are you wanting more? Something different? Well, maybe it's time for a change. Something impactful. Not just in your world, but around the globe. YouthLink wants you. Your best self starts here. This is your chance to help create a better world, a place that's beautiful and full of good people. The world is waiting. Ready to discover what you can accomplish? Come make a difference for yourself and those around you. Join YouthLink today. A better tomorrow starts now.
In grade school, when the teacher asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I stood proud and said, "A rain gutter and siding installer." Tim Brown Jr. here, fourth-generation owner of RGS Exteriors. My great-grandpa started the business in the 50s, then my grandpa, then my dad, and now me today. I wake up every day thinking, man, I am living the dream. If you want siding, windows, or gutters from people that really care, RGS Exteriors is your only call.
Coleman Knitting Mill's nonprofit division, Letterman's of Love, provides Letterman jackets for deserving student athletes throughout Utah. This year, they have partnered with the Tony Finau Foundation, whose mission is to empower and inspire youth and their families to achieve their best through education, wellness, and recreation. Scan the QR code on your screen to join the Letterman's of Love movement and support the Tony Finau Foundation. Coleman Knitting Mills, made to last.
Go where you want, when you want, with help from Compassion Mobility. Get in the driver's seat of a new Vantage mobility vehicle, or see the latest in pre-owned wheelchair-accessible vehicles, online or at our Spanish Fork location. Maybe your vehicle needs an upgrade to adaptive driving equipment. We've got that too. From power chairs, scooters, or tracked wheelchairs, we have a mobility solution in every style, for sale or rent. Compassion Mobility, family-owned and operated in Spanish Fork. Your next-level dealer for mobility.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has buck biscuits, like the Honey Buddy chicken biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals on KJazz and KMYU. KJazz will now join the following program already in progress.
In 2026. Let's go to Emma Withrow from the Fact Check team to discuss. Let's start with Texas and their plan. Republicans, they currently have the advantage there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Texas has been red for a long time, but this is kind of changing things even more so in that direction. So right now in Texas, there's 25 Republican U.S. representatives, 12 Democrats, 1 vacancy, so 38 seats total. Now, the GOP's map as it stands right now would most likely shift to 30 Republicans and just 8 Democrats before 2026. That's all according to reporting from the Texas Tribune, as you can see there on your screen. Now, Republican leaders say this is because Texas has gained gained about 2 million people since 2020, and then some districts group Black and Hispanic voters together in a way that they claim is illegal. But then on the other side of things, critics are arguing that this is really just about gerrymandering.
We'll put a pin in that because we've also got our eye on California. They responded with their own redistricting plans. Break those down for us.
Definitely, yeah. Governor Newsom has been really fired up about this. California Democrats are considering taking back control of the redistricting process from the state's independent commission if Texas and these other GOP-led states gerrymander first. So that's what they're saying. Now, Governor Newsom's plan could slash Republican seats from 9 to 4, giving Democrats over 90% of California's House seats, despite Trump actually winning nearly 40% of California's vote in 2024, which I thought was interesting.
That is interesting, and some fiery comments from the governor earlier.
Definitely.
Emma, thank you.
Thanks.
For more on this fact check team topic, including links to their sources, scan the QR code or visit thenationaldesk.com.
The MAHA movement's push to remove synthetic dyes now moving forward. The major brand now vowing change and how soon it'll happen in the next 90 seconds.
Monumental America. Ideals and ideas cut out of stone. American heroes etched forever together. To always remember who we are and where we are from. The National News Desk captures the pulse of America. Galvanized by steel, grinded, stamped, and welded together. Facts and truth define the National News Desk, so you can form your own beliefs. The National News Desk, locally covered, nationally connected. We are America's News Now.
The National News Desk, locally covered, nationally connected.
We're talking about fires, superheating, anything in its path.
Delivers breaking news from across America at the Live Desk.
A search and rescue operation here.
The National News Desk tracks the next weather maker.
Crushed and carried downstream.
Choose America's News Now, each weekday evening from the National News Desk.
A win for the MAHA movement. Starting next year, popular candies like M&M's, Skittles, and Starburst will cease using artificial colors. The company behind those products, Mars Wrigley, becomes an early participant in what is now a growing list of major brands shifting to using naturally colored products. Back in June, Kraft Heinz and General Mills announced plans